We'll ship your parts right now. Got it right here.
Let's go, baby. Let's get your 240 SX built, running, lively, back on the street. Let's go, baby. Woo!
Oh man, you see me all the way back there? Dude, we got the whole place reorganized in the rear. Got basically the cars that are facing the gate, all customers' cars, and all the cars that are facing the shop are all basically cars that are gonna be dismantled. So we kind of get things a little bit moved around, and you can tell we got a little bit more customer cars in. We got Shane's car over there in the back. Comment below on what you see different. I'll give you a second. Yeah, I know. And then we got this old girl, this poor S14 that's now back on the road. She was actually caught on fire. Fire department had to come and actually cut the whole front end off and put this thing out because it was about to burn down to the ground. With our parts side, we were able to get everything situated. The core, the front bumper, and then everything situated as far as the wiring, the engine harness and the body harness. That was all burnt down to the ground. So you'll see there's fire extinguisher stuff everywhere. But as of right now, I know you guys are probably wondering how the race cars are looking. So let's go ahead inside and let's go see how they've been turning out all week. Let's go.
Let's get cracking, baby.
All right, guys, so you can see my car is looking a lot different than what it originally looked like. Went ahead, got the full roll cage all finished up. Hernan's about to come over and finish some of the welds, but door bars are all finished up, main hoop, rear hoop, and the intrusion bars. We've actually went ahead and finished up the whole two front end tubes, so we got my removable bar. Next step up is just getting the fenders mounted up, the bumpers, and the lights. Other than that, the motor just needs the smaller twins. And we're waiting for a big surprise that I'm not going to tell you guys yet, but I'm letting you guys know that when it comes, it's a big thing for us. So that's going to be another video for you guys. So I hope you guys stay and kind of watch. But for Terry's car, we've gone ahead and done a couple of other things too. Terry, you want to go ahead and talk about your old whip or what, dog?
Oh yeah, baby. Let's get it cracking. As you guys can see, my whole rear end
What am I looking at?
is now on. So we installed some new Origin Lab over fenders.
Went ahead and actually put rib nuts on all of them instead of just doing, you know, our traditional south taps.
Just so they're easily removable and, install real quick. So we also did the rear end.
Terry went ahead and decided to smash into the wall real quick. So we had to go ahead and kind of do just a mini tube front for the rear.
Two rear end.
There you go. And actually, this isn't FD legal spec. This is just a design that we wanted to do to make it a collapsible rear end. Once the whole rear end decides to get, crunched in, then we'll go ahead and do the time and all that. But for right now, this is just a design Terry wanted to do.
Just wanted to make sure that the rear end, if I ever did play with the wall a little bit, it actually, took in the hit as well. So we did put in these cool little rubber bushings. So when the rear end gets tapped by the wall, it actually has room to come in and move side to side.
Instead of it just being, on a strong tight point, possibly bending, the meat mounts. But that's basically what we got going on for the rear end. We've already tested up the bumper. She fits up in there nice. The next step up is for paint. And then for the front end, we've just been getting things situated.
So my front end was not strong or not healthy at all.
For the past couple seasons, we've been dealing with this front brace. If you know with the 240s, they like to get a little weak on you. So we went ahead in this year and decided to strengthen it up.
We're also going to be, right now we're fabbing up our own power brace.
And that's what we'll be doing the same thing for this year, as far as any possible suspension modifications we'll be utilizing and making them stronger.
Because OEM, they're kind of weak.
That's what we got planned for today. So we're gonna get a couple of things done and see what we can get finished for you guys and show you guys the final product. So let's get cracking.
Woo! Cars haven't had any solid subframe bushings yet, so one of the upgrades that we're going to be doing is installing some solid subframe bushings. So this year we went with the ISR Performance through Ninjonaah Racing. We got some solid subframe bushings. These are obviously going to go into the front, and then the bigger ones are going to go into the rear. So let's start getting this rear end off. Start getting these solid bushings inside.
I wasn't lying. Boom. All in one shot. There you go. That's for that corner right there. On to this guy, and that one, and the last one. So let's get smashing.
Alright, so we got this in one piece now. Terry and Jack mocked it up. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before, but I'm here today. We got it all in one piece. Let's go see how it lines up. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, the bash bar on the chassis, it does have some structural rigidity to it. So it actually makes the chassis a little bit stronger as well. But not only that, these bash bars are basically made for the front bumpers. So literally this would be the OEM perfect location where the front bumper would need to sit. So as you guys can see, there's no zip ties, there's nothing holding the bumper up just besides the front bash bar. So the front bash bar is OEM specification to its location. So when you put the front bumper on there, there's no raising up the front bumper or zip tying it to your front fenders or anything like that to make sure it gets the right fitment, because that's what we already do for you guys. So as you guys can see, the front bumper's on the bash bar and it's already being held up pretty good. So now when the customer gets this, all he has to do is install his lights, his fenders, the hood, and everything will look OEM as if he got off the dealership.
Oh baby! So all 4 of the rubber subframe bushings are out, and now the solid subframe bushings are now in. What I do want to point out and give you guys a tech tip on putting these on or putting these in: if you guys actually put them in the freezer, the metal will actually shrink down just a little bit because it's aluminum, and it will slide in a lot more easier. Another thing is the bushing, or the actual solid bushing, comes one side like this and the other side flat like that. The flat side will go up against the chassis. This one that has the little groove or the indentation inside goes on the very bottom, so when the nut and bolt and the washer goes inside right here, and make sure that the subframe sits 100% and bolted up to the chassis. So if you guys have that backwards, you will have a little gap, but nothing you guys can't just take out and fix. But just a little heads up when you guys are doing these to keep an eye out for. But now we just have to install those two. We just have to take out the traction arm and then install those subframe bushings, and we should be good to go. Boom. Jack.
What?
I just got off the phone with Ninjuku.
It better be some good news.
And no, the parts are being held up in Texas because Texas is full of snow, big dog.
If it's not one thing, it's another, huh? Bro, I just put on these solid subframe bushings, now you're telling me I'm not going to put some brand new arms on this thing?
I know. It's holding us back. I know.
I need my parts.
Did someone say parts? Oh! God, it was cold out there! Let's see what we got.
Iron Storm! Oh, baby! Okay.
Hope you guys liked and enjoyed this short little video for you guys. Tune in for next week, and we'll show you guys how these parts look on our cars and see if we can get a video of us driving on the street, baby. So let's go.
Like and subscribe.